It is time now for the Pizza Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, December 20th, 2016. Go! Good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, December 20th, 2016. Here, the time is 7:30 a.m. at 16 degrees here in Norton. Here, today's high will be 35. Here now, the Peter Channel Morning News at 7:30 a.m. Top story is in Berlin, where German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Tuesday called the daily truck rampage to fight a Berlin Christmas market like an act of terrorism enough that the suspect may have been among the hundreds of thousands of migrants seeking sanctuary. Police special forces out to the Russian consulate center in Istanbul, Turkey, a day after the Russian ambassador to Turkey was killed by a gunman in Ankara. Right now, the Electoral College confirmed that Donald Trump, as the nation's 45th president, pushed to pass the 270-vote threshold for the electorate, with scant evidence that the anti-Trump revolt among electors that some of the critics would hope for occur. One of the memes that came out of the somewhat contentious on the MacBook Pro and the Apple has given up his desktop. You accused of Facebook of giving misleading information to her WhatsApp takeover. The June 12th shooting at the nightclub targeted LGBTQ community, leaving 49 people dead and 53 wounded. Their families of 3 victims of Pulse nightclub massacre are allowed to have filed a lawsuit against 3 tech shops. President Donald Trump's threats to propose big tariffs on China that put the country in global spotlight. Trump says he wants to bring back the American factory jobs and economists said his tactics could result in a trade war that ultimately. Zurich police investigators in Zurich have suspended hunt for the suspect in committed Beijing, attacking the most frequent of us. Some Americans have discovered the body in the vicinity believed to be an assailant, officials said. Chinese ambassador to the Philippines, Zhao Zhenyang, talked to reporters about attended the National Day commemoration of Lincoln as China offers $14 million arms back to the Philippines, according to the Minister of Defense. Nicholas Sturgeon has argued that it would be democratically justifiable for the whole of the UK to remain in the European single market of Brexit. A vehicle was hit by a stray bullet on the Interstate 495 in the Milford area on Monday. State police said a statement about 5:24 p.m. Troopers spotted the area for a report of a vehicle hit by a bullet while traveling. In 2014, the North Carolina General Assembly passed a series of laws that create a series of new state agencies. Atlanta, a former U.S. postal worker is charged with delayed and destroyed after investigators found about 4,500 pieces of mail in woods outside Atlanta. Christopher Hutchinson said he had no idea that this storm would go so fast, as a lot of support kept us said a freak storm killers could detectives found drugs in the system. Washington, 4 days after China snatched the U.S. Navy embassy thrown out on water. The vehicle was returned to the U.S. Navy on Tuesday morning. Washington, a judge on Monday ordered that the board obtained about an FBI to review emails and human admin his laptop in the late October and be sealed and released to the public. Washington. President Barack Obama communicated about 203 people are currently serving a prison sentence, the largest single day act of clemency by a president in history. North Alabama, a North Alabama-based pesticide company has agreed to change its advertising practices and pay penalties in the state after the investigation by the state attorney general's office this month found the company misrepresented the potential environment and health impacts of the services. Mosquito Shield LLC at 428 Town Street has agreed to refrain from using the terms pet-friendly, kid-friendly, and environment-friendly in its advertising after studies found that potential neurological and oncological risks associated with pesticide used in the company's backyard sprayers at a attorney general's office said on Monday. The company applies pesticides known as perforants with backpack sprayers around yards, pools, decks, and patios to reduce the number of mosquito sprayers that during the summer months. On its ads, it inaccurately claimed that the company used pesticide chemicals to provide U.S. Environment Protection Agency. Attorney General's office said when EPA does not, in fact, issue any approval of chemical pesticides. Mansfield playtime for children and more probably be a whole new game by next summer. North Alabama, high school senior Julian Nowak believed not with assistance to Scuttle to potentially be the next lead for the North Alabama schools. State Senator Mark Mitchell considered was part of the honor of the Council Board for Hillary Clinton for President Monday during the cabinet electoral college members from Massachusetts. North Alabama has a holiday spot in the corridor. 2 Civil War ornaments will move headway exactly at the large Christmas tree in the lobby of North Alabama Police Department honor the lives of our police officer Ronald Terry Jr. and Master State Trooper Thomas L. Clayton were both killed in the line of duty this year. North Alabama is headed toward the Republican election after 5 contenders battled for the 2 spots to the board of the selectmen and their purpose certified Monday afternoon. In Seacock, Tanner resident heard selectmen to join the battle against the Flipper's gas compressor station in Rehoboth. Springfield, Massachusetts, a Springfield man who sued 2 policemen after he was convicted of murder and prison later was acquitted of $1.4 million settlement from the city. The Republican reported that municipal documents to show the settlement approved by the city council's Monday that is largest in previous history. President Charles Black wasn't immediately available for the coming up Monday. The 33-year-old was charged in convicted charges of 8 shooting death of Albert Rodriguez. A second jury acquitted well in 2013 was released from prison after more than 3 years beyond bars. European stock markets moved mostly higher. Tuesday, while Town banks among the biggest gainers after the news that the country's government proposed a bailout package for the struggling lenders. A man walks past a display of Nikkei average at over marketed inside a brokerage in Tokyo, Japan. A French court has found International Monetary Fund Chief Christine Lagarde guilty of negligence but did not have any punishment. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has launched an investigation on about 1 million newer Fiat Chrysler ran pickup trucks and SUVs after receiving the complaints that a vehicle's motorway after being parked was set on Tuesday. Washington, U.S. gasoline prices continue to rise along with crude oil product. Some refining issues supply levels could create some food and market report finds. Take a look at stocks. Now, up 39.65 points at 1983.06, SP 2262.53 at Nasdaq 5457.44. At some point in the course of Brexit, a woman is likely to suspect that maybe she is a committed subject to brain. Scientists at CMF found a new way to unlock secrets of antimatter in a major technological event. Physicists shown a laser entrapped anti-atoms to detect whether they behave any differently than atoms. The so-called Klingon nucleotron and Josephus in the seventh dark alien phenomenon is spread by deforestation. Thinking of asteroid to drive rocky body may have spring in mind, but Sarah skinny and asteroid belt is up in the cold water stereotype. Does the talk to gender affect your chance of survival? By now, you're very likely that the case of limited sugar over the past 2 years of World Health Organization. In the U.S., deaths involved in opiate painkiller fentanyl more than doubled a single year in the United States, according to a new report. Work began at a poultry farm in Kawaii, Mani and Miyazaki Prefecture, southwestern Japan. Chickens called after a highly strain of bird flu was detected in photo. As Chinese farmers bolstered bird flu defenses, Asia outbreaks and jitters. Peter Joe News Hub is now 7:37 on this. To the morning, and it's time now for a sports report. Last night, the North Lancers girls basketball team lost 46-39 to the Nova Sherman Raiders. North Lancers boys basketball team lost 39-37 to the Raiders on the road, and the North Lancers hockey team lost to Foxborough 4-3. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at Memphis, take on Memphis Grizzlies, game time 8 o'clock, while the Boston Bruins will be at the Garden, take on New York Islanders, game time 7 o'clock. While on the round, Ken Newton is hit by Trent Murphy, but no flags for Harvard. Newton is far for it. Sports without contact for Taunton. The Miami Dolphins played this excluded by the Miami Trade for the double should have lost. The Broncos managed to kick it after regular kicker got out of practice on Friday. Michigan football strike recruiter stretch continued Monday with a commitment of 4-star center. Says it might not be done. Peter Childers Hub is 7:38 on this Tuesday morning, and it's time now for a travel and transit report. Let's immediately where the bus will place green line deep red strip between Newton Islands and Riverside from 9 to 3 p.m. on December 21st to track work. So on that's more space for modern lanes and disabled bus. Commuter rail and the ferries they are looking good. Okay, Highways and Moways of New England. 95 southbound side back to Bridgeport down to Sanford. Merritt Parkway westbound back to Bridgeport down to Sanford. 84 westbound side is back to Newtown, and 84 eastbound side is back up around Route 8 in Torrington. 91 on the northbound side is back to Route 2. All the way to downtown Hartford. 84 eastbound side is back to New downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side back to 291 to Interstate 84 downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 291 westbound side back around Route 91 in Hartford, Connecticut. Mass back on both ends back to the Stockbridge Stretch. 91 northbound side back to 57 to 291 in Springfield. Out in Central Massachusetts, 190 in southbound side back after Route 2 in Leominster and Nipisskin on northbound 190 near West Boston. Route 2 eastbound side is back to Leominster and Nipisskin just before 495 in Littleton. 290 eastbound side is back around Route 9 in Worcester. Route 290 eastbound side is back around 495 in Marlborough. 495 the northbound side is back to Milford all the way to the Mass Pike in Westboro. 485 southbound side back to Westboro. Alright, down in Rhode Island, 146 on the southbound side is back to after Route 146A in North Smithfield 99. Northbound side is back to 126 Route 122 in Lincoln, Woonsocket. 146 southbound side, 15 and 95 downtown Providence. 95 southbound side, 126 all the way to downtown Providence. 95 northbound side, back to downtown Providence. 6 second connector, south of 695 downtown Providence. 185 westbound back to Seacock Route 44 downtown Providence. 95 south outside effective from 37 to work oriented that pass with Ellis Avenue. 130 west outside Newport Bridge backed up. Out of the gate, Route 6 to the Low on westbound side around. Route 25, 28 board. But Port of Cyber Bridge on. Looking at 28 slip from board the Falmouth and Route 6 slip from sideboard down on lanes. 95 to the northbound side, the Low on 128 Captain, 24 to the northbound side, backed up around 128 Captain. Route 3 to the northbound side, back to 8 to way before the Great Tree Split. 120 both back to the Great Tree Splits. 7 expressway, the Great Tree Split, all the way to Dorchester, it's a Low Sword. 7 expressway, southbound side, Little Sword at the Dorchester stretch. 120 to the northbound side, back to Route 1 and all the way to Route 20 Waltham. Mass back to the eastbound side, back to from 45 westbound Route 9 Freeman, hit it with the 1. 128 on the west side of Newton and then Armani Austin Bratton tolls here. Mass back to westbound side, backed up from Logan Airport, Boston to South Boston. 93 is southbound side, it is backed up from moving all the way to downtown Boston and the mass back 1 on the southbound side, back to Chelsea and Charleston. 7 tolls, slope count tolls, looking good. 120 southbound side, back to Route 3 Burlington all the way up to Route 2 Waltham. And it's basically around from 120 to northbound from 1 in Norwood all the way to Route 20 Waltham. Route 3 is southbound side, back to 485, low all the way to Millwickup, 485 to northbound side, backed up after Route 3 in Lowell. 93 is southbound side, backed up to 485 in Andover. 93 is southbound side, back to the Twin stretch. Everett Turnpike southbound side, back to the Irvine stretch. 93 southbound side, back to the Jerry Director stretch. Spalding Turnpike southbound side, back up to Route 4 in Durham Director. 295 is southbound side, Little so just before the Falmouth Spur up in Portsmouth here. And Interstate 87 is southbound side, backed up to the Canadian border up in Champlain, New York. Interstate 87 is southbound side, backed up from Silver Springs all the way to Albany, and New York State 3 is backed up between Schenectady and Albany and the eastbound side. Peter Jello News Live is now 7:41 on this to the bond, and it's time now for a weather report here. And today, most of the skies go about 35 degrees. Coffee given a south by 5 miles an hour. Tonight, most of the skies go about 21 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Wednesday. Skies go about 41 degrees. West about 5 to 8 miles an hour for Wednesday night. Mostly skies go about 26 degrees. Coffee for Thursday. A slight chance of snow shower before 9 a.m. Then I checked the rain chance. Mostly skies go about 46 degrees. Chicago becomes 7 5 to 7 miles an hour. Chest beach at 30%. For Thursday night, Mount Close go about 29 degrees. Friday, Sunday, most schools go about 42 low about 27 degrees. For Saturday, but the Sunday the mostly skies go about 42 low about 31 degrees. For Christmas Day, most Sunday mostly skies go about 42 low about 27 degrees. And for Monday, mostly skies go about 44 degrees. And look at national radar here. Look at that radar. It shows some spotty snow showers off province of Massachusetts. And some spotty snow showers off the Southern Maine coastline here. And look at that radar. It shows some spotty snow showers from Ontario all the way out to northeast Minnesota, UP, and Michigan, and western portions of Michigan and northeastern portions of Michigan here. Snow showers from northeastern Ontario to western and eastern portions of Quebec and western portions of Prince Edward Island. Some rain showers off North Carolina and central off the Florida coast. Rain showers on the Oregon and western coastlines. Rain and sleet and snow from northeastern Oregon. And snow showers in western and northern portions of Idaho and western Montana up to British Columbia. Right now in Taunton, it's 90 degrees with humidity at 49%. It's overcast skies. In Taunton, in Naughton here, it's clear skies, and we have a temperature of 16 degrees with a humidity of 62%. In Pittsfield, it's 15 degrees, and that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News at 7:30 on this December 20th, 2016 on a Tuesday morning. And please hope you have a good morning and goodbye. I hope you have a good day.